To about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Be driven. Be driven.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Watch your slack. Watch your slack. Go.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lock. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ready? 10 logo. Check. 55 to Mike. All right, watch your slant. 80 weapons. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Set. 60 or. It's going to be a long day.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Keep playing. Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, wahoo. 57 right. Ricky.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. And his pass incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The kick by McManus is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
On the ready. 51 to Mike. Don't get nervous.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 55 yards, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken very short. And oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's second and 8. Running over the middle by Grant. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. On first down, it's Freeman. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Yo. Go, Mike.
Second and 4. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
On the throwaway. Brings up third down and 4.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. No chance. Check 45.
They'll drop the throw. It's complete to Grant. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, second and 11.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Second and 11. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Smalls. No. Shift. Check.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 12-3 your score after one on EA Sports. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's going to lose yardage and be back. Up to the 25. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Hey, exit. Check right. Watching your five. Watch the screen. Hey, lock it. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, Locke. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
All day, dog. Mike 55. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
No.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Open man, it's Preston Williams. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Grant. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is Parker, complete. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
At the 15-yard line.
Set, put, set the ending. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Alert 3.
2nd and 15. His throw caught right around the 6. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Mike. Hey, team 6. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, go.
Clock now on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Returnable for Grant. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Space to maneuver at the 40. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing now is Locke. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Haywood.
On third and long, it's Locke. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. This time, the extra point up and good, and that will shave one more off this lead. after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you...
Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Parker, the intended target.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator. 5. Check. Check to 6. Let's go.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And McManus able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And it's caught by Parker. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wide, get wide.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let one go. This is caught at the 20. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here we go. 60 yours.
On 2nd and 15 now. Locke, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 81 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll drop the throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Kill, kill, kill. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 22. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Cut.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Ready.
Here we go.
Hey, Orbit. Shoot.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Go now. 30 base.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
General West.
Strip that ball.
Hey, Delta.
Check 43.
Get it.
On 1st down, Locke able to get this to Gordon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. 5.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's a baby soft.
Snap.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 27 yards there. A 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal. Locke to the goal line, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
Hey, box truck.
Locke now on 3rd and goal. Hard throw, incomplete. Man, a tough spot to drop that down here, 3rd and goal.
And so many times when you analyze a play like this, you talk about the people around him and maybe his focus was gone. Sometimes just simply him understanding how close he is to the end zone and a chance to score, and he tightens up and doesn't complete the play.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing? Fielded about a yard deep.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He finds Taylor, complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. Now Gordon on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Come on, set. 60 or. I'm here all day. Check, check.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Locke firing quickly here, and that's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Lindsey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Ready?
One more time with Lindsey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set, ready? 8, read. Let's go, G. Let's go.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the left half. Should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Let's go now. It's Pittsburgh. I know he ain't got it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. They'll look to throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That is caught. Touchdown, and no time remains. And they're an extra point away from winning this football game.
And the celebration is now just an extra point away from being full on. Think about those who may have left the stadium a little bit early thinking their guys might not get this done. Oh, it got done, and in a big way.
No time on the clock. This to claim victory. And he has got it. And to borrow a baseball expression, they're going to walk off a winner. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.